You immediately withdraw your hand in breath. Breathing is the process of taking in oxygen-rich air into the lungs and expelling carbon dioxide-rich air out from the lungs. The number of times a person can breathe in a minute is known as breathing rate. The breathing rate varies depending on the type of activity we perform. Let us understand it with a simple scenario. When you are relaxed at home, you experience normal breathing rate, while after running, your breathing rate increases to meet the oxygen requirement of the body. Oxygen is required to release energy through the process of respiration. The more we need energy, the faster we breathe, as our body cells require more energy to perform the required function. Now, let us understand the difference between breathing and respiration. Breathing involves the process of inhalation and exhalation, whereas respiration is a biochemical process that involves oxidation of food molecules in the presence of oxygen. The key difference in the two is that breathing does not release energy while respiration releases energy, which we utilize to perform work. And breathing is a part of respiration. Different organs work together to facilitate the process of respiration via respiratory system. The human respiratory system mainly consists of nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, and lungs. This system occupies the major part of the chest cavity. Inside the chest cavity, the rib cage surrounds and protects the lungs. The floor of the chest cavity is formed of a dome-shaped diaphragm. The diaphragm, along with the rib muscles, changes the volume of the chest cavity during inspiration and expiration. Let us know how we exchange gases through this system. Air enters into the nasal cavity through the nostrils and travels downward through the windpipe or trachea to reach the bronchi. From each bronchus, oxygen enters into the lungs. Inside the lungs, bronchus divides repeatedly to form bronchioles. The oxygen travels through these bronchioles to enter into the alveoli. The alveoli are surrounded by a thin network of capillaries. The walls of alveoli serve as gas exchange surface where oxygen is absorbed and carbon dioxide is released. From the alveoli, carbon dioxide-rich air follows a reverse route to exhale through our nose or mouth. During inhalation, ribs move upwards and outwards. The attached muscles contract and diaphragm moves downward. On the other hand, during exhalation, ribs move downwards and inwards. The attached muscles relax and diaphragm moves upward. Let's demonstrate the breathing process by performing a simple activity. The materials required are Y-shaped tube, balloons, bell jar, cork, tape. First of all, take a glass jar and fix a cork in it. Now, take two balloons and fix them on the ends of Y-shaped glass rod, one by one. Insert the rod from the bottom of the jar. Use the rubber sheet to seal the bottom of glass jar and fix it with tape. Now, carefully observe what happens when the rubber sheet is pulled in and out. You will observe that when you pull the plastic sheet out, balloons get inflated, and when you push the plastic sheet in, balloons get deflated. It happens due to the amount of air that enters into the glass jar. In this model, balloons act as lungs, glass jar acts as the chest cavity, rubber sheet acts as the diaphragm. So, we conclude that pulling down of rubber sheet represents the process of breathing in, also called inspiration. Pushing in the rubber sheet represents the process of breathing out, also called expiration. Do we inhale only oxygen from the mixture of gases present in the atmosphere and exhale only carbon dioxide? We inhale the same mixture of gases as our nose cannot filter out the useless ones. One of the mixture of gases inhaled, cells absorb only oxygen present in the air to facilitate respiration. Let us perform another activity to understand that carbon dioxide is expired as a major byproduct of respiration. For this activity, we require test tube, lime water, and straw. Take a test tube containing lime water. Now, put a straw into the test tube and blow inside it gently. Did you notice any change? The lime water turns milky due to the process of carbon dioxide in the exhaled air. This proves that the percentage of carbon dioxide is higher in the expired air than in the inspired air. If the amount of carbon dioxide gets increased, it may lead to suffocation and proves dangerous for us. Therefore, breathing should be continuous to sustain a healthy life.